What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today is a request for AZ Bayonetta. You may call me father, and in parentheses it says Baldur Rodin battle. It's been a while since I've done Bayonetta, and this would leave me with my second to last. So I have one more Bayonetta request after this, whenever that may be. Well, 1 million views. Okay, Jesus. So, what was I gonna say? Oh, Bayonetta is a game that I discovered on the channel and never played it, but I did notice a couple things. And after playing near Automata and near Replicant, people were like, "Oh, maybe you should try out Bayonetta one day," because it's Platinum Games also. And I've played 3 Platinum games now with Metal Gear Rising, so I was like, maybe. It's one of those games where like I would play it maybe. I'm not saying anything, maybe just because my history with Platinum, they're pretty good, and I like their combat. So, but the music is really interesting. It's kind of all over the place. I've heard a like Frank Sinatra song. I've heard some. I don't know. I've heard a lot of weird stuff, but I can't pinpoint like an exact genre of this game. But, anyways, enough talk. You may call me father from Bayonetta. Let's go. Whoa. Oh. I've never heard anything this intense yet. I have an idea where this could go, but honestly, who knows? Damn, dude. It's a cool design on that character. Peacock feathers. God. That almost kind of sounds like Nier. Oh, I wonder if this is Kaichi. Probably not. But it really does sound like kind of Nier. Like, I don't know what came first. Very quick piano. It's been constant energy since it started, just right out the gate. Has not calmed down once. It almost doesn't. I would have never guessed this is Bayonetta. It sounds nothing like what I've heard. I'm tempted to look up the composer. Hiroshi Yamaguchi. His name looks kind of familiar. Chief composer and composer team lead at Platinum Games. worked on Okami. Have I heard Okami before? I'm like looking up all this stuff as I hear the song. I have heard Okami before. Okay. Man. I noticed Platinum does not mess around when it comes to soundtracks. It's very much a staple with them, from what I've noticed. Fading out? Kind of. Jeez. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think those are peacock feathers. I think he's wearing a peacock around him. I see a head on the... Whoa. Okay. That was... You know what? That was... What was that? It was something. It was definitely a lot of energy right out the gate, but it never stopped. So, my gut instinct, knowing that it's Platinum, it feels very boss. I don't know what kind of boss. I don't know if it's final or something, or it's huge, but it's definitely feels like boss music. Actually, okay, well, it says Baldur wrote in battle, so that pretty much hints at that. You may call me father. Okay, so musically was a powerhouse of just, you know, stress and almost like you're doomed to fail. It didn't seem any hopefulness whatsoever. It just sounded like doom, gloom, and you're dead. It's the only way I can really put it. There was not even a moment of, not even musically, but emotionally, of just rest. So you can kind of like, you know, it was just one way the whole way. Which in a way, I'm not a huge fan of, only because when it comes to that style, that is 100% context based. You need to know what's going on. Of course, that's every song on this channel. You need to know basically what's going on. But there are some songs that you can get away with just listening to it and have like a grasp on it. This one I kind of feel like I didn't really... The only thing I grasped was the emotion and the impact that it had, and this kind of anxiety of wanting it to kind of relieve and, you know, maybe go in another direction, at least for a couple seconds. So what that tells me is that this is, like I said, a boss, and it's very in the moment. You feel that moment, and I'm willing to go as far as to say, like, how do I put this without sounding controversial? I choose my words carefully here. I'm speaking for myself, obviously, but I feel like even if I played this game, I'm speaking as someone who does this currently and has been doing this their whole life. I feel like if I played this game and I knew the context, I still would have listened to that like on my own time. If that's kind of the only way I can really put what I'm trying to say into words. So like, even if you're a fan of this, you're probably watching this because, well, I'm just assuming, you're probably watching this because of the memory of where it plays and the feeling of like when it's happening. Of course, you know, there's people out there that just love this music and will listen to it and know all the melodies and all that stuff. I'm just saying, me, because this is my reaction, is it's it's a it's a moment. It's a moment that serves its purpose, but it's not something I would like listen to as a song on my own time, especially as repetitive as it was. If it was like 2 minutes or something like that, yeah, I would be like, oh, that's cool, maybe. But it doesn't really do anything besides just kind of. I'm not trying to sound like critiquing or I'm just telling you what's going through my head. I'm assuming you watch these to hear my thoughts, and I'm just saying it's a cool song, but it's just okay. Here, long story short, it's a cool song, but I would listen to it on my own free time. But also, the biggest thing was that it sounded like nothing I've heard from Bayonetta, so it totally just threw me for a loop. I've heard vocals, I've heard like swingy kind of jazz stuff, I've heard punk rock, I've heard, like big band and contemporary, and then all of a sudden it sounded like I was listening to Final Fantasy 13 or something. And so it was a lot of commotion up here. Uh, Great song. Just, you know, fill in these blanks for me, please, because I have no idea what's going on. But I could tell. Oh, also, what did I say it was? 1 million views? Okay, yeah, that's a lot of people. And what I've noticed after some time doing this now, when it comes to high views, it is 90% of the time a huge moment or a final boss or final scene, right? So that's my guess. But based on the view, I'm not saying that the song can't get 1 million views on its own. I'm saying it's usually, from what I've noticed, and people send me these links. Right? I don't choose my links. What I'm saying is that it's usually associated with a, hey, let's go to the comment section and talk about these moments. I haven't looked. I can look right now, but I haven't looked. I never scroll down past the information. I only stop like right there. Anywho, those are my thoughts of You May Call Me Father. Let me know who Balder and Roden is, two different people. And let me know. The design is sick, by the way. I love this aesthetic. I could wear that. Or I would like to think I could wear that, but I probably can't pull it off. I also love peacock, so that's pretty cool. Okay. Awesome. You May Call Me Father. Great name. Sounds very significant to the story, which I don't know because I've never played it. So thank you, AZ, or Az, I'm not sure how you like to be called, for the request. And thanks to you for watching. Thanks to everyone that you see on the screen. I still have only one more Bayonetta song left. And we'll see when that happens. But until next time, dudes and dudettes, my name is Jesse in the auditorium. Take it easy.